Hi, I'm David Jones with the Third Coast Herb Company, makers of Herbalogic concentrated herb drops. And I'm here today to talk about fixed focus. That's our formula for increased concentration. Now, to be honest, I really made this formula for me. I didn't want to have to take stimulant pharmaceuticals, which are pretty much one of the only choices you have when you have my kind of attention issues. But I had all this work to do that required a lot of detailed reading. So I figured I have all of Chinese herbal medicine on my side, and I should be able to construct a plant-based extract that'll work well to give me the focus I needed without the side effects or the expense of those other drugs. What I ended up with was something pretty simple and elegant. Let's take a look at the three herbs that make up fixed focus. I started with white tea, which is among the finest teas available. We use a very expensive silver needle tea. Now, all teas are the product of a single species, Camellia sinensis. White teas are the very early spring shoots and leaves. They're only minimally processed, whereas green teas and the more mature leaves that are rolled and slightly bruised and allowed to oxidize a bit. Black teas are the most processed of all. Now, along that line from white to green to black, many of the chemicals in the teas change. I used white tea because it has high levels of L-theanine and a host of other polyphenols and catechins, but really low levels of caffeine. L-theanine has some really interesting effects on neurotransmitters in the brain. Three things specifically. Let's take a look. L-theanine increases serotonin levels, which are associated with the antidepressant effect that tea has, but it also inhibits the reuptake of dopamine. Now, dopamine is the chemical responsible for increased learning and cognition. It also increases levels of gamma-aminobutyric acid, or GABA, one of the brain's main inhibitory chemicals, and the one responsible for that relaxed feeling you get after drinking a good white tea. To this, we added Eleutherococcus sentacosus, an herb most people know as eleuthero, but it used to be known as Siberian ginseng. Eleuthero has many of the same chemicals as ginsengs, but I like it better, and I like it better than the true ginsengs for this formula because it's been my experience that eleuthero is body relaxing but mind invigorating, much in the same way that white tea is. And then, to round out the formula, I added Gynostemma penaphyllum. It's an herb that has been used by humans for centuries, and in Chinese it's called jiaogulan. If you've never heard of it, don't feel bad. Most Chinese herbalists I talk to have never heard of it either. It's one of my favorites because, like tea and eleuthero, it's also stimulating to the mind and relaxing to the body. And that's it. Three herbs that all have chemicals in them that accomplish similar things in our minds and bodies in slightly different ways. What I've experienced and what I hear from our customers is that when they take this extract, that within minutes they find that they start to feel much more focused and less distractible. The effects last for a couple hours and then they just wear off. I usually take 20 drops under my tongue right before I sit down to do focused work, but other people will put it in warm water and drink it. Both of those work. So let's wrap up with some review. Fixed focus will help lower distractibility. You'll be able to concentrate even on boring tasks. There's no crash and it wears off gently. It's perfect for students or professionals who spend a lot of time reading and writing. Well, that's fixed focus, Herbalogic's formula for concentration and attention span. And as always, there's more information on the website, and if you have any questions, just call us. We'd love to hear from you.